who wants to see their 32-year-old daughter getting a stroke? You know, who, like, when you're putting a wish list for your child, that's sure as that is going to be on it, you know. But it happened, that's it, it happened, and we dealt with it. We're only a small family, but like, when we all invested in it, we really got it back, 100 times over.
The initial thing for me with rehabilitation was when I went to the NRH, my 3 things were, I wanted to get back driving, I wanted to get back to my house, and I wanted to get back to my dogs, because that was my life. I didn't want to be dependent on mum and dad at 32. I didn't want to have given up my job at 32. I had studied very hard to become a social worker. I'd never wanted to be anything else. And I wanted to be back in work during 2014. I was not going into 2015 at home dealing with a stroke, that it would all be contained within the 1 year. And I did that. I went back to work. I had my stroke on the 6th of March. I went back to work on 17th of November.
Another 2 things she used to say to me, if I can get back driving, get back to my own house, my own dog. And like, the level of work that I made to put in to get to that, it really was phenomenal.
From those days when she lay in the bed and we celebrated that she could do this, she could actually selectively touch a thumb to her finger, and that 7 months later she could drive, she could live at home, and she could get back to work, and she could be the person she was before, and she could take all of that and deal with it emotionally and physically. And I wanted her to get out there and tell the world how great she is.
Before I ever had the stroke, I was the most unfit person in the world going. I wouldn't walk from here to the gate if I could bring the car. Since having the stroke, I have completed a 10k, I have climbed Knocknarea, and I had promised mum before the stroke that we would climb Croagh Patrick someday, so that's still on the goal list.
She never said, oh poor me, look at the way I'm left, or anything like that. She never felt sorry for herself, and she never shirked in any way from any sort of a challenge. You know, I think she's a great example of what you can do.
Determination.
That a stroke is not the be-all and end-all. The stroke is only the start.
You've had the physical manifestation of the stroke. Your family around you are all suffering your stroke as well. So you need to look at everybody as a unit and as a team, and all pull together. I think that's really what got me through. You'll be offered your OT, you'll be offered your physio. I also availed of psychology services, which were invaluable in the dealing with the aftermath. And I would highly recommend that to anybody. And I would say, get all the information. Don't be afraid to ask questions. This is your life. The professionals you're dealing with might have seen this 100 times that week. But if you need to ask a question, it's not stupid. It's your body and your life. So you need to get the information that you need to deal with it.